Welcome back everybody. What you're watching now is a discharge of the next cell in series of the Zinc Air batteries. It's the same setup pretty much. It's got the outer carbon which we used in the last experiment. It's got the same electrolyte but it's over 31 days old, so it's a bit drier but it's jelly-like, and major difference is the negative centerpiece, which is a carbon rod, graphite rod from a D cell or a lantern battery. There's a piece of A4 printing paper around the outside of the zinc gel as a separator, and a little bit of electrolyte at the start, just water, because it's got potassium hydroxide in the mix. The stuff out of nappies, the gel stuff, agent, graphite and zinc powder mix with 6 moles of potassium hydroxide mixed into it. So it's had a hour's charge. It's been running for 2 hours and 11 minutes now. Hopefully it gets more than 9 runs, so we'll get back. We're on the 7th run of the graphite electrode negative. So far it's not too bad. It's had a 3 hour and 18 minute charge just then. It's at 2.1, running 50 milliamps. Still has that swelling problem. If I had a little cap I could probably keep it down there. I pulled the electrode out and pushed it down, and it goes down, but then once you start charging it, it starts fluffing up. So that's an issue. I think it also touches the carbon on the positive side and maybe shorts out a bit. I should have had the separator up higher. On the next iteration we'll do that. I'll give it a longer separator, and I might use a tracing paper separator. So it's probably faring a bit better than the zinc electrode, because that's the zinc electrode there, and it gets an oxidized layer and becomes non-conductive. And it's quite deep, that layer. Sanding sort of takes a lot. Okay, that was a bit of a long run, 4 hours and 55 minutes. Not sure if that would do that again, but I'll test it anyway and find out. 365 milliwatt hours and 248 milliamp hours. Average voltage 1.47. So definitely expands. That was that level at the top of that carbon. The stainless wire is pretty good. That carbon tube's been in potassium hydroxide for at least 4 years. All up. And now it's a Zinc Air. And it's as shiny as it was when it was new, that wire. Alrighty, I'm back. It was going really well. I broke the separator packing this stuff in after the 9th charge. So we're getting 251 milliamp hours, 342 milliwatt hours from the cell on the 9th charge, as opposed to 48 and 39 on the last cell's run. So it is working. This time I'm gonna remake it. I'm gonna use tracing paper for the separator because it's a bit more stiffer and firmer and stronger than copy paper. And I'm gonna extend it a bit more and fold it around the electrode to keep it from expanding upwards. So I'll set that all up now and soak it for a couple of hours and see what we get. So that's it for this cell. So thanks for watching, and I'll get back.